Good morning, I'm Bill Froehlich.
Good morning.
Russian authorities arrested a woman with dual citizenship. 33-year-old ballerina Ksenia Karolina faces up to 20 years in a Russian prison. Her boyfriend says he bought her a plane ticket as a birthday gift so she could visit her family. But now Karolina faces charges of treason. Her employer says the allegation is that she gave just over $50 to an American charity that supports Ukraine. On the third day of Jennifer Crumbley's trial in connection to the Oxford High School shooting, jurors got a look at some never-before-seen video. James Crumbley's son killed 4 students at Oxford High School back in 2021. Now, both James Crumbley and his wife Jennifer are the first parents to be criminally charged and convicted after their teen committed a school shooting. That law took effect for just a few hours yesterday before a late-night order from a 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals panel temporarily paused it again. It's back and forth over the state's expansion of border enforcement, and the appeals court ruling came just hours after the Supreme Court had allowed the strict new immigration law to take effect. It all means Texas is once again blocked from arresting illegal immigrants crossing the border.
That shot took the life of Timothy Kildee, the brother of Congressman Dan Kildee.
The brother of U.S. Representative Dan Kildee has been found dead, and police say the suspected killer is his own son. Tim Kildee was killed early yesterday morning just outside the city of Clio.
I said, hey, someone's trying to take your kids out the window. You need to come here now.
An Antrim County woman speaking out after the 3-year-old she was babysitting was almost abducted right in front of her. It happened last Friday at an extended stay motel in Mansalona Township. According to the sheriff's office, a man tried to take the toddler by pulling him through a window, but his babysitter intervened. A family friend was babysitting the toddler while the father went to a store nearby. The family friend recognized the Supreme Court heard arguments in a case that tests the extent of the federal government's reach in pressuring social media companies to remove content it believes is spreading misinformation. Some justices appear skeptical of the challenge to the Biden administration's actions. And our celebrity birthday list today, there's quite a few big names on there, but we're highlighting Bobby Brady from the Brady Bunch. Mike Lookinland is 64 today.
Can you believe that?
No.
That is crazy.
Seems like just yesterday.
I know, he was just a little.
Of course, that's because the rerun was just on yesterday.
maybe that's what it is.
And now Baltimore is facing a mass casualty incident. The Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed into the Patapsco River. Just take a look at this video here. Maryland's governor declaring a state of emergency. This all happened around 1:30 this morning. The bridge was struck by a Singaporean flagged container ship. Footage shows the ship approaching, crashing into one of the support columns, and then the bridge gives way, crumbling into the river below. A fire department spokesperson says rescue crews are searching for people in the water after multiple vehicles fell in. And just into the newsroom, so far 2 people have been rescued, one with serious injuries. It's a 1.5-mile long bridge serving as the outermost crossing of the Baltimore Harbor.
And the local sheriff is facing a murder charge.
The governor says the judge was fatally shot in his own chambers yesterday. Police say the sheriff opened fire following an argument. State police say District Judge Kevin Mullins was hit multiple times, pronounced dead at the scene. Police did not reveal a motive or the nature of the argument. Letcher County Sheriff Sean Steins was taken into custody without incident. Sheriff Steins is charged with first-degree murder. Another school shooting, this one in Wisconsin, where police say a 15-year-old student opened fire inside a study hall at a small Christian school.
Trump is signaling he might reevaluate a pending ban on TikTok.
It's set to take effect on January 19th, the day before his inauguration. That's unless TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, sells it to a non-Chinese buyer. The ban on new users is part of a law Congress passed with bipartisan support that President Biden signed in April. It stems from concerns among lawmakers that ByteDance poses a national security risk because it's a Chinese company subject to the Chinese government, and there's been concern over how much access China has to users' personal information. TikTok is suing over the ban. In a filing yesterday, it asks the Supreme Court to intervene. TikTok's attorneys want the justices to review their free speech arguments and give the incoming Trump administration time to weigh in. They're asking the Supreme Court to decide on their emergency appeal by January 6th. And at 7:49, Taylor Swift treats her employees all too well. The Christmas bonus has those workers ready for it, and all they had to do was stay.
Did you write that?
I did.
No way!
Rachel, you weren't here, but last year when I went to the Eras tour, that next Monday I came back. Bill, I think, did like 27, maybe like 30 plus
Somewhere around
songs
30.
throughout
Yeah.
the morning.
High five! I'm impressed. Are
very
you
impressive.
a Swiftie?
No.
Okay.
He has Spotify and he looks up those songs.
Yes.
I think it's being very deceptive on the DNR's part.
Not everyone is happy that Michigan lawmakers advanced a bill to automatically enroll drivers in the state's recreation passport. Officials with the Michigan Department of Natural Resources say it's a change that would help ensure financial support for state parks for years to come. Luigi Mangione facing 11 charges in New York in connection with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Among them, first-degree murder as an act of terrorism. A lawyer for Mangione says the 26-year-old suspect will end his fight against being extradited to New York and that he could be in Manhattan to face charges as soon as today. Mangione, for now, is being held in Pennsylvania, where he was arrested last week at a local McDonald's. Police there say he had a ghost gun that New York investigators claim matches the shell casings found at the crime scene. We are learning more this morning about the 15-year-old girl who police say shot and killed a teacher and another student this week at a Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin, before taking her own life. House Speaker Mike Johnson is facing a revolt from fellow Republicans over a last-minute measure to keep the government funded into spring and avoid a shutdown.
What have you been doing at the tree farm today?
Looking at trees and walking around.
Field trips, always a memorable part of school, especially around the holidays. And the Bel Air Youth Initiative sponsored a field trip for elementary kids to go to a Christmas tree farm where the students were able to learn about how the trees grow from the ground up.
Being lack of a quorum, the House will stand adjourned until Thursday, December the 19th at 12 noon.
Tensions boiling over in the legislature, but not many people there to see it. Lawmakers unable to take significant votes following boycotts from members of both parties. All House Republican lawmakers, plus one Democrat, say they will not attend session following an impasse on the demands being made from various political camps.
You back is CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, that's going to do it for us today, and I'm glad we're out of time because my chair is breaking. And if we're on any longer, I'll be anchoring from the floor. Here it goes.
No. Have a good weekend, everyone.
All right, I'll work on the weight loss plan. I get it.
No.
Have a good day, everybody.